Welcome to the Morning Sanity Check, where we talk about the different pillars of resilience: spiritual, physical, social, and mental. Join us so we can talk about it, then be about it. Let the show begin.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Sanity Check. My name is Seth.
And I'm Camille.
Yo, we're here to make sure everything is good with you and you are sane and staying sane and keeping sane individuals around you. All right, right on. So good morning, everyone. This is a beautiful day. It seems as though I have not been on this platform for a long time, right?
But it does seem like it seems like a few weeks space.
Yeah, it seems like it. And you know, when life is going on, it just goes so fast. You have to take a minute to chill out, right? Recenter and get everything together. But how you been, Camille?
Been good. I can't complain. You know, life is good, health is good. I'm feeling good today. So yeah, I've been tired a lot this week. And I had the little bags under my eyes, but I think that they're gone. Are they gone?
No, they still. But anyway, no, I'm joking. Good morning. Hey, y'all, look, check it out. If this is our first time on here, make sure you go to streamyard.com/Facebook so you can join this conversation, y'all. But we're going to get it in. We're getting it in. What's going on, Ronald? Yo, y'all, listen, we're oh man, like I was telling Camille, this show is so timely, right? Because we're talking about, you know, your thoughts create things. And through this transition that I've been in, and actually you, the audience, everybody that's watching right now, majority of the things that you have right now or experiencing, you have told yourself that's what you wanted.
Yes.
Believe it or not, look, for real, like, you know, the good, bad, the ugly, and the smelly things, right? What are you doing or not doing? What you think about that, Camille?
Look, as a man thinketh, so shall he be.
Exactly. So, and the funny part is, are you going around talking about what you don't want to everybody, and for some reason you are receiving exactly what you don't want? Why do you think that is? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about basically manifestation and how you play a part into that. And now, how deep is that for you, Camille?
Oh, it's real deep. This is what I study. This is what brings me life. This is what helps me to manifest things. This is what helps me to continue to get to where, you know, I want to go. And so it is really thinking about the things that I want and letting that be the driving force rather than thinking about the things that I don't want. Because again, as a man thinketh, so shall he be. That cause and effect, you know, what you think is what you get.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, I see y'all are on. Let's share this. Are you sharing this? Right? Are you letting the world know that you're on the Sanity Check? And don't be ashamed, because sometimes people think, oh, wait, if I'm watching this, then I must be insane. You might be, but it's okay, because the individuals going on, Herm, the individuals that you connect with, what's up, Ashley? Individuals that you connect with, they may just be as crazy as you. However, we're going through this journey together. You understand what I'm saying? We're going through this together. So it's all right. So share this, y'all. Share this good news. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about visualizing, living your dreams with feelings. Does that sound crazy? So check it out. Sometime in this week or after the Sanity Check, right? How about you spend at least 5 minutes visualizing yourself living your dreams and living your dreams and your life as in a way that you see every detail as much as possible. You get what I mean? I mean, everything, because people say, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. Well, is that dream SMART? That's an acronym. Is that dream SMART, right? So where are you? What you see? Where are you? Who are you with? Okay. And what are you doing? And so basically, what can you see, smell, hear, taste, and touch? You feel what I'm saying? So what we want to do in this whole visualizing your living, if you will, is you want to focus on the sensations and the feelings
Mm-hmm.
and make them as real as possible to you. So therefore, it's easier for you to walk in it. What you think?
I think that it's true. And you guys, when I say this is the stuff I live for, this is what I actually do. If you can't see that, it says what my life looks like. I don't know if you see that. And I have pages of what that looks like for me. And it just is set this saying, and there's more to it. And these are front and back, and there's more in there. What set this saying is so true. You have to put yourself in the position, you have to put yourself in the mind frame that you actually can say, okay, this is what I want to do. Not just what I want to do, but this is how I look when I'm there. This is what I'm feeling. I can see the sun rays, shining through the window. I want to click my stuff with a click of a remote control and, watch the sunrise every day. I want to have my hot coffee over here brewing that my assistant has made for me. I want to know what that tastes like, everything like that. And what happens is, thoughts are energy. And then that energy, if we know anything about energy, it is neither created nor destroyed.
Mhm.
It's transmuted into what we want, what we believe. And so with that being said, that energy sends out little vibrations and says, this is what I want. And then the universe conspires to bring it all to life. And
Mhm.
that's why, that whole thing about remembering. I think, what is it? What a poor memory we have if it only remembers backwards,
That's
or the past. You
right.
can remember your future by writing it down in detail, like Seth says. And then it's funny how you look back and see how those things that you asked for back when have now come to pass.
Now
It's
you're
crazy.
absolutely right. No, it's crazy. But with that being said, we have to take the time. You ready for this? We have to take the time to reflect. Because see, sometimes we will be running our mouths so much and running at the same time, we stop to look back and say, "Oh, I did that. Yo, I really
Yes.
did that." And then not only did I do it, I did it better than I thought I was going to do it. If you
Yes.
don't take that time to reflect, then you won't have I guess, a sense of how far you've actually come. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're talking about. Creating the things that you truly want. Now, of
Mhm.
course, I will be talking about the flip side. Yes, Janae says, write
Yes.
the vision and make it plain.
Make
Yes,
it plain.
absolutely. But check this out. You don't want to be like Herm. You dig? Because see, this is what he do for the lottery. Shame on you, because that's why he's crazy. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to flip it. If you think about or if you're thinking about and visualizing all the things that you don't want to happen, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to get exactly what you don't want. And it's going
Exactly.
to feel, watch this, it's going to feel exactly the way you thought it was going to feel. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? Make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So I wonder how to feel. Yeah, hey, now, that's a personal problem. I'm going to need you to get that situated, Herm. Okay. But no, seriously, we really need to look at those vibes, ladies and gentlemen. Now, watch this. We created the word positive or negative. Keep that in mind. All right. We created that. But what you fail to realize sometimes is that you create the outcome, and how you perceive it
Mhm.
will be positive or negative, but you control it. What you think about that?
I mean, that's the universal law of cause and effect, right?
Mhm.
So we're causative beings, which means that we cause by our thoughts things to happen in our lives,
Mhm.
and that shapes our perception. We have this subconscious, thing back here, mind back here, that is a silent conductor in our lives. It takes in everything that we have. It takes in every experience you've ever had, every word you've ever heard, everything you've ever seen with your eyes. And until you assign it meaning, it just is. But the moment you assign that thing meaning, it begins to manifest. And what it does is it scans all of that brain, everything that has been in your mind for so long, and it finds things to confirm whatever it is that you're believing, that whatever it is that you're speaking, whatever it is that you're thinking. So if you don't use the right words, the positive words, if you start looking at all the negative stuff, your subconscious mind goes through and it says, hey, what can I find in her memory, this stored memory, that will confirm those things, and it'll get you just that.
There you go. There you go. And that's how it happens. Ladies and gentlemen, it's funny because and I've said this before many a times, we complicate life. Life isn't complicated. We complicate it. You know what I'm saying? We do it. We add the complexity in the life. So things are going to happen. You can't run from that. But the way that you visualize it and the way you interpret it will determine if you're going to keep on moving or you're going to sit there looking stupid, right on. So that's what we're trying to keep you from doing here on the Sanity Check, y'all. So the next thing we want to talk about is create a new identity. What does that mean? Watch this. Not taking somebody else's identity. Okay, no, that's not it, right? Because it's enough people out there for you to be you, but you have to elevate. So what I mean by that is imagine for a moment that you already had what you desire. Now, how would you carry yourself? You dig? How would you walk? Do you see yourself with a whole different swag in yourself? You see what I'm saying? How do you feel? How would you dress? How do you dress here in your mind? Okay, so when you create that clear picture, right, of you, this is now a 2.0 version of you. You get what I'm saying? Yes. But you have to when you see that, just start to move in that way. Now, the crazy part is, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be individuals that can't dig it. Hey, there's going to be people that's like, why all of a sudden you want to wear button-ups? And now all of a sudden you want to, you're walking with your head a little different. Because where I am right now, hold on, where is that? Is where I want to stay. You see, hey, where I am right now is not where I want to stay. So I want to be able to wrap my mind and create a new being so that I can walk where I want to be at. Because where I'm at, my suits don't look right. So I need to change. You feel me? I need to start changing my environment. So my new 2.0, Seth the Speaker is now living his best life. Now, what you think?
Absolutely. You're a mess. We do create the life that we want to live. We do create our 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever stage you're in right now. And it is based on, like we keep saying, the thoughts that you have, imagining yourself in those suits or whatever suits it is, your gator skins, whatever it is that you got going on. And then you start to look for things that confirm what you believe about yourself or where you want to go. And with that being said, a lot of times we have to battle that old person. We have to battle every day, to say that, I'm not that person anymore. So today I have to do something that doesn't confirm that I'm still the same person, but that it confirms that I'm the person that I'm striving to be. And then it becomes a part of your psyche. And then even those old thoughts that you have, when they come, you have to say, you know what, that's not me anymore. That's not me. The moment that it comes up, you have to start saying, no, that's not me anymore. And then you change that perception. And that's you start digging new pathways in your memory. You start digging new pathways in, how you remember yourself or in your subconscious. And then the things that come now are the things that, confirm who you now are or who you want to be or where you're going. And so, we have to be able to address, but we don't give it the same weight. We don't give the same feeling that it used to have in our mind. It says, well, we weren't this, or we can't be this or whatever the case may be. We have to say, you know what, that's what it was, but this is who I am now. See? And then that subconscious starts to respond. That energy starts to respond and shift and transmute to where it becomes now who you are.
Yes. And now here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the sanity check piece. As you go up these ladders or this spiral of life to your new destination, check this out. There's going to be individuals, and I've said this before, right? Different levels, different devils. But what I mean by that, not necessarily devils to cause you harm, but what those devils do is they are distractions, and they are there to remind you, oh, you know what, look at you, look at you with all them suits. I remember when you couldn't even get Jordache. Y'all remember Jordache? Remember when Jordache was hot? Listen, Thundercats out there, y'all probably don't know, all right, but Jordache used to be the business, you understand? But there's individuals in your life today that remembers you back then. So your responsibility is not to feed into that, because that's your distraction. Every time, hey, I remember that time government cheese. No, who you think you are at Ruth Chris today? But I remember back then in Detroit, you was in. Yeah, I was. But guess what?
That's a fact.
Hey, look, my palate has changed. And
so have my circumstances.
My circumstances have changed. So so the thing is when you are elevating, you will still have individuals there to kind of. I remember when you did, but then this is the deal. They may not be bold enough to say it to you. This is what happens. They may know individuals on the next level. Watch this. Hey, watch this. Yeah. Look at Pink. Say, hey, you're acting brand new now, huh? Yeah, oh, yes. This is what happens. When you're at one level, you decide, I'm ready to move up. This person is mad. Can you dig it? So what they're going to do, they see where you're going. So they're going to phone a friend. Hey, that friend is up here. Why you going up here? Hey, I remember, listen, I don't think you really want to deal with her like that, because she's a mess, or she really don't know what she's doing. You got to watch out for those individuals. Yes. Oh, you do. Oh, really, Fox? Yes. How about garage sale? Hey, it's all good, but that's what I mean. So you have to be prepared for those individuals that's speaking ahead of you. As you are transitioning, there may be individuals that's reaching out to other people, trying to distract and put unnecessary barriers in your way. What you think about that?
Absolutely. But the thing is, what's for you, no man can take away from you. So, they can put, roadblocks, but you can still get over, under, around, and then sometimes a whole new door will open for you. So what's for you is for you. And if you know that, people are going to talk. People are going to say what they want to say, and some of it might be half true. But, you still say, look, I hate this phrase, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm a work in progress. Yeah, I do got some things that I need to work out. However, I'm changing. I'm doing something different. I'm trying to, get to a new place in my life. And you don't let those people stifle that. You're going to make mistakes. We all do. Nobody has arrived. If you have arrived, you might as well die. Okay. I got too much life left in me to say that I've arrived anywhere. But those roadblocks, those things, you can use them as stepping stones. And truth be told is, you might be one way to somebody, but then you say, okay, now I'm changing my circle. And you don't bring that old you with you to your new circle. Just like you don't put new wine in old wine skins. You know what I'm saying? Once you make that transfer, then you start to become a new person, which means you need a new everything, new circle, new context, new connections. And some people don't even care. They'll still give you the opportunity just because they want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Or because they see something else,
yes.
Right? They see something in you anyway, and they realize, oh, I'm talking to a hater. You see what I'm saying? Listen, oh, thank you. I appreciate that, but I'm talking to a hater. Shout out to Lily. She says, people love to define you by the worst moments in your life. It's up to you to define who you are. Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're talking about is your thoughts create things, but you have to be cognizant of the things, not only that you tell yourself, but that you tell, that you tell people. You dig? Because not everybody, watch this, not everybody's ears are ready for your dreams.
This is true.
Can you dig what I'm trying to say, y'all? Not everybody's ears are ready because they are dealing with their own stuff. So yes, we're work in progress, but so are they. And sometimes we try to communicate things to individuals that are still going through their own mess, right on. They're still going through that. And they may feel a way because you want to transition out. And they may not be ready to transition out. And so now they feel a way. It's not that watch this. Here's the kicker. They're not necessarily jealous of you. They have now been called out internally. Like, damn, I could do that too. But I'm stuck, or I'm physically or emotionally stuck. And so what happens is they are transcribing, if you will, or deflecting energy on you because they want it as well for themselves, but they see something in you that they don't yet have. You think what I'm saying? Come here.
I do. I think that everybody has to move at their own pace. And so, there are some people that say, hey, I see this or whatever. They may not articulate it well, but I think that sometimes what we do too is that our dreams are not other people's dreams. So we have to be aware of that. And the pace at which we move may be not the pace at which somebody else wants to move or the direction that somebody else wants to move. So what we do is we, all of those things, again, that energy that we create that says, oh, well, they have this, and that. Well, you know what? If this is not where you want to go, if you're not ready for this, then let me find somebody else who is, you know what I mean? And let me get them on so that you don't bog down your own psyche or your own, taint your own energy worrying about the other person. Sometimes it is a sign that we need to just break ties. We need to let go. You do your thing. I wish you well. You do your thing. I wish you well. But then there are some people, you never know who's watching. I see people have contacted me all the time that I would have never known, that weren't ready or didn't understand what I was doing way back when and thought it was crazy. And now they see it and now they go, okay, you know what? What is that? I'm ready. And I don't be like, well, you didn't want it then. I'd be like, okay, let me put you on. You know what I mean? Let me help you.
You don't want to be Mike Jones. You don't want to be back there. I'm hot, y'all. Hey,
Mike Jones.
So listen, now that you know our names, it does not mean that the energy and the intent has changed.
Right. Right. Yep. And so, and I just say that because, that whole energy, again, people, we have to understand that our dreams are our dreams, and whatever it's going to take for us to get where we want to be, then we have to keep that our focus, because again, where your attention goes, your energy flows. And if you worry about all that other stuff, that's what you're going to be doing. And then you'll find yourself derailed from your original goal. You have to keep your goal in sight. And you have to keep doing things that align to get you there. You just talked about those distractions. If you keep worrying about other people, you're going to be where other people are.
That's right. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, you're absolutely right, ladies and gentlemen, family. This is the Sanity Check. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about your thoughts. Your thoughts create things and how important it is. Big Pink says you need the friends that keep you dreaming. Wow. Instead of being content where you are. Let me give you that one ding and a hand clap. Yes. No, you're absolutely right. That is dope. And it is true. It is so true. But ladies and gentlemen, if y'all are digging this, give us a hashtag right on if you can dig this, and make sure that you are sharing this. Okay. Just let us know that this is making sense. People have been saying, hey, make it make sense. If this is making sense, hey, if this is making sense, like, think about it. You may be right there already, but you just need that next step. The question is today, what we're really trying to get to you is, can you truly see yourself doing it? Okay. Can you truly see yourself doing it? It was good morning, ma'am. Good morning. How are you? Yes. So y'all. So we're trying to get in this. Yes. Look, Fox. Thank you. Right on. So look, y'all. The next thing we're going to be talking about is not just the whole, how do you get it together, but ask yourself, all right, how are you really preparing your dreams to arrive? Check this out. Hey, this is about to be deeper than deep. You understand? Because we talk about what we want. Listen, and I hate to bring, no, I don't. I'm going to say it. Yeah, and listen, hey, some people might get their feelings hurt a little bit, but so there's individuals out there, right, that talk about, hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? So let's say, for example, this brother Kevin Samuels. Now, people have their thoughts about him. Hey, I ain't even gonna go into what he talked about, how he talked to people. But the deal is, he says some things that is pretty on point. Right?
Sorry.
What is it that you are doing to attract what you want? Seriously, like you can talk. Hey, listen, you might want it, but if the tables was turned with you want you, think about it. Hey, if I had, look, I know I want a specific job. Okay. I want this job, but if I flipped it and if I was the hiring authority, would I hire me? Probably not. Hey, things I need to get squared away. So look, what I mean by that is, if you truly expect your dreams to occur, right? What would you be doing to prepare? So do that now. Hey.
Yes.
Do it now. So if you want to attract a romantic partner, a new boo-boo kitty, right? Listen, buy a hey, watch this. How about you get, I know this might sound silly, but why don't you get an extra toothbrush? You dig? Look, I know it might sound a little extra for folks, but this is still part of manifesting and visualizing, right? So look, if you want to attract new clients in your job, or let's say you're a speaker and a coach, right? Block off time on your calendar to say, you know what? Boom, I got this time right here. I have a client, but that is what that's going to do is prepare you to search out those clients to put in your calendar. Right on. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say? So if you want to attract financial, let's say, abundance, get your bank account and finances organized. Well, hey, get it. Look, get your bank account right so you can actually receive that type of money.
Absolutely.
Hey,
absolutely.
How can you say you want a business to make X amount of money for a business, but you don't even have a business account for that money to go? Lord, y'all ain't getting it.
Look.
They ain't getting it. What are you doing? Look, where is that money gonna go? Yes. Under your mattress? What are you doing? What type of business you ain't trying to run a business, you're trying to run a business.
Yes. Yeah. They say nothing is ever created just by thinking about it. You gotta do some things.
Right.
So this action.
There you go. So what type of soil are you nurturing for your dreams to manifest? What you think?
So I'm gonna give y'all a quick story. I had a dream a little while ago, and I believe, dreams are energy. We say intuition, prayer is our request to God, or us speaking to God. Intuition is God speaking back, right? That's what my mentor Paul says all the time. And also that idea of when something comes to you, that means you're ready right then. You're fully resourced to carry it out. So I had a dream, and this is a recent dream or whatever, and it was my closet. And I think that it was a literal and figurative translation of what's to come. And so there's some things that I want in my life. So my closet, y'all, it was full to one end to the other, shoes stacked up, closet, garage. Some of y'all women know what I'm talking about, right? And about 90% of them still got tags on them. Yeah, that was me. So what happened was I had this dream that God told me to clean out my closet. And he said, because I can't bless you with anything else, you have no room to receive it. And I was like, and so in this dream, I went and I cleaned out my closet. I gave away everything. I was like, selling. I wasn't selling. I was putting it out or whatever. Anyway, and then I saw a clear picture of what my closet looked like as it was clean. And this wasn't just in my feeling. It wasn't just the fact that it was a physical thing like clothes and stuff like that, but it was everything from relationships to business to everything that needed a purging. And so I did it. I cleaned out and I saw everything was color coordinated. There was a few quality pieces that I could mix and match and do this. And I just remember feeling this peace, right? And so long story short, my mother just went to Africa. She's in Africa now. And so she came to stay with me to help me out when I had surgery. And she was like, no, you need to clean out your closet. And then that dream came back and I cleaned out everything. I gave her 14 or 20, between 14 and 20 bags of rolled up and rubber band clothes. Okay. Shoes galore, everything. I walked in my closet and it was clean. And then all of a sudden that clear picture of my dream came back to me. And then I looked at the colors and I said, I'm not quite there. I'm not quite there. This is not exactly, I'm about 90% there, but this is not it. Anyway, by making room, that dream that I had, not just thinking about it, but also taking the action to create that visualization, that what I saw. Y'all, when I say there's some things that just have moved out of my life, I didn't have room to receive anything more because my figurative closet was too full.
There you go. And that's what you have to do.
And you have to act on it. When you hear that, you get that energy, you get that intuition, you get those ideas, you have to act on it. If you don't, again, nothing good will be created. Nothing will be created, as a matter of fact, if you just think about it. You have to put it in action, and then you see where that takes you to the next step. And then, we'll talk about some things later, but sometimes it is a literal thing that you have to do to make space.
Absolutely.
And for that which you desire.
Yes, you have to do that, ladies and gentlemen. You have to. So, hey, y'all, we're talking about your thoughts, and your thoughts create things, and how important this is. It's more than just a vision board. What do you do with that vision board and throughout the year? It's not just a January 1st type of thing. You dig what I'm saying? Because you have to stay on it all throughout the rest of the year. You dig? Right. There's other things you can do to help manifest those things. So what we're getting ready to do is take a little pause for the cause. And I want y'all to make sure y'all share this. Don't go anywhere. Okay, don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Integrity Consulting and Professional Services, LLC, is a minority, female-owned, nonprofit management consulting agency located in Humble, Texas, north of Houston. The owner, Jackie Dozier, has over 36 years of nonprofit and for-profit business management experience. She can take your idea from thought to manifestation while offering a myriad of services to help you successfully manage your business along the way. Her services include state filing anywhere in the United States, getting your employee identification number and 501c3 tax determination, providing cooperative and service agreements and mandatory documents, one-on-one grant writing training and consultation, board and staff development, and more. Ms. Dozier's clients include the U.S. Departments of Health and Human Services, the Administration of Children and Youth, U.S. and Caddo Parish, Louisiana Departments of Education, and the list goes on. References are available. Check her out on our Facebook page, Integrity Consulting and Professional Services, LLC, and contact her by email at integrityconsultingpsllc@gmail.com. Rates are competitive. Say you heard about her on Sanity Check for a 5% discount. ICPS, providing all of your small business and grant writing needs with integrity and professionalism.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Sanity Check. Y'all, we're talking about manifestation, and your thoughts create things. Real dope, real deep conversation. Camille, how are you feeling about this energy this morning? How are you feeling?
I like it. I like it. This is what I love. This is the stuff that's changed my life over the last few years. People have seen me and the growth journey that I've been on. It is a direct reflection or, effect of all of this that I've been learning, that I've been, picking up and things like that. So I'm digging the energy this morning.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So Pink, he says, when I dream now, I put it on paper. That way I can at least come back to it. And then the good question, or not question, I see another question here, Lily Wilson, and this is real good. Hey, do
Yes.
you guys believe every good idea that comes to mind is a dream, right? Or should be pursued? Camille, what do you think about that?
So, Lily, dreams have different meanings, right? So, some of them are figurative. Some of them come to warn you, some come to inform you, some are ideas that are given to you that need to be acted on. But like Pink says, he puts it on paper because I think that all of them don't necessarily have to be acted on immediately, but they do deserve attention to see what the dream is trying to tell you. Because again, sometimes we dream in pictures and things, and it may not be an exact representation of something, but it's there to say, hey, this needs attention. It needs your attention. And so you have to take the time to figure out what that is, when, and how you should act.
Right.
Because there's also that law of gestation that some things are there, there's that seed, but it takes a while for it to break open and to show growth. But in the meantime, you still have to nurture the soil. You still have to fertilize it. You still have to give it water and sun and, warmth and all that kind of stuff. And then when it's ready, it will come forth. But yeah, but you do need to give it attention. I think that a lot of times, because that's when our subconscious mind is, really at work or whatever. And so we don't take the time to figure out what our dreams, our energy, our ideas, God is trying to tell us, our intuition, whatever you want to call it, is trying to tell us. And so sometimes that, those warnings are not heeded and we get in trouble.
Yeah, sometimes there are. And you know what I would like to add too, not all dreams are meant for you to pursue as though that is your destiny, right? So to Camille's point, I believe that as also is there to get your attention. And also maybe you are meant to help somebody else with their dreams. It is very possible. We have to remove ourselves out of this. If I dreamt of this for me, hold on. That's not always the case. Maybe it's your subconscious telling you about something that someone else can do for you or for someone else. But you, watch this, you are a part of the plan. You dig? You are a part of the plan, and that may not be the destiny for you to be the singer. And I had a dream I was singing in front of a million people, and you can't sing. Get off of that real quick, okay? Because chances are, if you have not trained yourself, and if you have not cultivated that life of being a singer, and you really don't see yourself doing it in the physical form, you still may play a part in it, but it may not be all about you. Hopefully that makes sense, right? To everyone out there,
Yeah.
But but go ahead, Camille. I'm sorry.
No, I was just agreeing. Sometimes those aren't for you, like our gifts are not for us. Our gifts are to be shared with the world. And sometimes it takes seeing that, because there are things that I've saw that, I was in the background in my dream, but that wasn't my place. My place was in the forefront. There's other times where I had dreams of certain things and I did play a part, in that, but that's why the dreams need your attention. They need to be reflected upon. They need a little bit, of digging to say, okay, this is what I dreamed, but where are my strengths? Where are my talents? I seen this big person on stage, but am I the person on stage necessarily? And it might not be the singing stage. It might have just, even though it might have been a singing stage, it might be a stage of something else. Or am I the lead for the crew that makes this production happen?
Absolutely.
So it takes some reflection. But again, don't minimize your dream and don't let anybody else, because if it comes to you, again, you are fully resourced to carry that thing out.
Absolutely.
And if you make mistakes along the way, so what? What are you learning? And then you can say, okay, I've learned, I made those mistakes, but now those mistakes, maybe I can refine that thing and I'm ready to go for myself, or I'm ready to help somebody else. So, you have to what's for you, you got to feel if you're in touch with who you are.
And you know what, with that also, when it comes down to how we view our lives and what we're trying to manifest, and when we do have those dreams, visions, premonitions, or whatever the case is, there's another part of that we have to be, we have to work on, and that's the patience.
Mhm.
What I mean by that, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you have dreams and when you have visions and you want to manifest something, wait, hold tight, don't stop, but listen. You get what I mean? What I mean by that is when things are for you, you will see more than just a dream. You will start seeing more confirmations when you're awake. You will start hearing things that confirms, the things that you saw when you're awake. You start to feel things different. You start to experience different things. However, when you do have that dream, or when you do have that vision, or when you're creating this new life in your mind, be able to identify when it's actually manifesting. Because what we can sometimes do, we can have the vision of the end result. Cool. You can have the vision of the end result, and you may not know those actual steps, but what you can't do is discredit a step that don't feel good, because, that hurt my feelings. Maybe your feelings need to be hurt. Maybe you just need to be humbled a little bit, right? To move in a better direction. You see, maybe that pitfall was meant for you to say, oh, ouch, I misstepped. You get what I'm saying? And then that puts you still, this is the deal. It didn't take you off your road. It actually helped to prepare you mentally, physically in certain cases, and emotionally to be where you want to be.
Yeah. But the universe also likes speed. So when an idea is given, and what happens a lot of times, except if I may, this is just a different perspective, is that we have an idea and we don't act on it. Then we get mad when somebody else comes up with the idea that you were given, but you waited too long for it. To start working towards it. Another thing we do is sometimes we wait too long because we want to make sure all the elements are in place. We have to suspend the requirement to know the next step, knowing that if you have to do the first step first. Once you do that, then the next step will be revealed to you. And again, nobody's perfect at it. So we have to go through, because even in my life, the things that I've been through, I needed to go through that to be as effective as I am doing what I'm doing right now. I had to get bumped up. I had to get bruised. I had to fall so I can figure out how to climb my way out. I had to figure out how to create stairs in a hole. I had to figure out how to dust myself off when I was covered with dirt. I had to go through that process to refine me and to make me into who I need to be. Absolutely. And so we can't discredit that either. Again, if it comes to you, you just have to take the time to say, okay, this is what I don't know. And then you need to figure out how to know what you don't know, you know what I mean? Or find the people who know what you don't know to get you to where, you have to be. But whatever that looks like for you, I can't tell you what that looks like. I can't tell you what your life or what is burning on the inside of your soul or your, whatever. I can't tell you how passionate or how intensely you feel the need to do whatever you do. But I can see that and kind of help you where I can, if you will, but I don't ever tell people to wait too long. No, you start working towards, when you get that idea, you start working towards your end goal, you start doing that.
No, absolutely. And I agree. And I 100% agree with that. What I'm saying is that if we have a thought, or if we, there's something that we want to do, to the point we can't say that the things that don't go our way in that process is there to distract us from where we're going. Those things may actually be the cobblestone for you to ride on to get to where you want to be. So continue to move. You understand? But realize that there are some bumps and bruises that you need to take. And also, to flip it, you may not be talking about me helping you. I may not be the help that you need.
Right.
You see, I may not be the help that you need, or I just may be the help to get you to level 2 of your, because you making the first step is level 1. Then we connect. I'm helping you to get to level 2 to 3. And then I may have to go. You see, I may not be able to continue to go with you, but what we cannot do is hold on to the fact that I'm not there anymore and and stop with me. No, you have to continue to go, just like my mentor that's on right now. Core, shout out to you, man, over there. You know, he said this a long time ago, and it's true. He said, School, you are not at your cruising altitude yet, and it's like a booster. You get what I'm saying? Going into space, but the thing is that there are those other engines and rockets around there, and the higher you go, some of those rockets will fall off, right? But you have to continue to go.
Got to continue.
What happens is, what we do sometimes, when that booster that we loved so much, that booster that looked pretty, right? Or that booster that had everything that we needed, as soon as it stopped going, we stopped going. That's what I'm saying. That is the problem that we have to make sure we watch out for, because that is a way for, I believe, for God, energy, whatever you want to call it, to ask you, is this truly what you want?
True.
See, is this true? Because you've been talking about it and you've been doing all this about it, but do you really, really want it? And those right individuals that want to help you and want to be in your life, those boosters won't leave. You see?
Yeah. Yeah. I totally understand, you know, and again, that's why reflection is so important. And I keep saying that because, you know, what's right for me isn't right for you. But sometimes we feel intensely, even when things are going great, sometimes there's just a shift in you. There's a different growth. There's a different direction. So you have to honor that. You have to be true to that. But again, you know, that energy that we have, we assign meaning to the energy. I know we were talking on another thing the other day, and it was like, well, sometimes people like, you know, it's a bad vibe or something like that. No, you're reading it. No, it's the interpretation of the energy. And sometimes we don't understand that our subconscious, there's an energy. Any idea is thought. Everything that we do is, any thought is energy. Anything that we might be thinking on the background is coming out in our words and stuff. We may think we're hiding it, but it's apparent to other people. And sometimes it's the interpretation of the energy that is wrong. It's not the energy itself. Energy is just energy, right? It's the meaning we assign to it. So with that being said, you know, sometimes we do have to, sometimes it doesn't see. You have people that, you know, come together and split. Nothing's ever wrong. Just even relationships, people just fall out of relate. They just be like, you know what? I just woke up. You know, I don't think we're going the same direction. Let's just be friends. And then they're okay with it. The relationship ends, the marriage ends, but they're still friends. And people are like, I don't understand. How can you be divorced and still be friends? And you'd be like, well, I don't know. Our directions just kind of shifted. It was no big fallout or anything like that. I was, you know, wanting to do this. He was wanting to do that. We realized we couldn't go there together. You know what I'm saying? And so we just decided to split amicably and go our ways, but still support each other where we can. And I think that people miss that part of it, that's, you know, every relationship or friendship or whatever doesn't have to end on a bad note. It's just that you're growing in two different directions. Or some people say, you know what, I can do this. I want to try. I want to do whatever. And then they go their separate way and you go, wish you luck, you know, see you on the other side. You know, if you need me, and I always tell people, when you get over yourself or you need me, I'm here. You know what I mean? Simple as that. I'm still give. Yeah,
that's good. That's what we need to do, y'all. So, and ladies and gentlemen, if y'all are digging this, let us know that you're here. Let us know that this is making sense. Is it making sense? Right? Is this making sense?
Are we making it make sense?
Right. Are we making it make sense? So look, the next one is kind of a little bit of what we were already alluding to, but let go of outcomes. What I mean by that is, you know, there are an infinite number of ways your desires can manifest in your life. We know this, right? Rather than getting too attached to one specific thing, all right? One specific job, one specific opportunity, right? Cultivate an open mind. You dig? Cultivate an open mind and the unwavering sense of trust and unfolding of your dreams. So the thing is, just because you want something and you see it, look, you may get,
Look, I want to hear it now.
Look, see, this is the deal. See, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the Sanity Check. This is the Sanity Check. And not only are we talking to you, we're talking to us. Yes. You understand? Just because you have a little bit, just because you have a little bit of what you think you want towards the end of your life, the epitome of your true self, that little tinge, that little that little tink, you know, hey, little tink may not be it. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be cognizant of saying, okay, I got this part, but I have more to give, or I deserve more. It is okay. You dig what I'm saying? It is okay. Hold on, let me see what Corey says. Hey, you can't take everyone with you. Yes, some people are like a parachute, however, not to help soften your landing, but they're slowing you down while you're ascending. Oh my goodness. Hey,
that's good.
Big facts to you. Yes. On the dot. But no, so that's what we're talking about, y'all. So what do you think about those little things that we get attached to and don't want to hold, don't want to
let go
in order to grow? What you think about that?
Yeah, so I think Corey's hit it on the head. Sometimes they're the drag that you need to, protect you, but sometimes they're also the drag that you need that's slowing, or the drag that you don't want that's slowing you down. So I think that it's important to reflect on and to assess your relationships, your attachments. And there are some things, and I'll be honest, Seth, there's some things that I was holding on to. And when I thought about it, I was like, for what? Like, why am I carrying, that bag lady we were talking about? Why am I carrying this? What was the attachment that had me holding on so tight, taking up space in an area that I needed extra space, but I wasn't willing to let go? And I was like, I'm letting it go. You know what I mean? And then it's sometimes we hold on to things for so long, we haven't given them any attention, right? They're just there, taking up space, taking up air, whatever. And then we go, okay, everything getting, well, why is it there? Get rid of it. You're not even giving it attention, but the moment somebody brings it up or something, oh no, I can't let it go. Oh no, I got to keep this and this and that. Let that mess go. In the military, we move 50 different places. We have stuff in here. I have stuff, y'all. I don't have a lot still, but in boxes that I have not opened in about 10, 11 years. In my mind, well, I've said it a couple of times. I said, you know what? If I haven't opened it in 10, 11 years, do I really need it? I just want to throw the whole box out. I don't even want to go into it. I just want to throw the whole box out. But we have to, I say all that because we have to assess, is it really important enough to continue to take space in our lives? Or can we free up some of that old garbage to make room for something new, something better? So
absolutely. And you know what, y'all, I want to again flip it like I always like to do. So when we're talking about those things, those people, things, places, circumstances that creates a drag, right? Like there are parachutes so you don't fall or hurt yourself. I want you to think about that. Here's the parachute and here's you falling. But let's flip that. Let's say, and we're talking about resistance. You are running, okay? But you have a parachute behind you. What that parachute is doing is helping you to build muscles. Come on now. So the thing is, when it's time, y'all, hold on. Think when it is time for you to cut that off. Picture how ready. Picture your just picture the muscles that you have built because you didn't stop. Understand that behind you was helping to create the muscles and the strength and the aptitude that you already have, but it's helping to grow that and your attitude as far as things. So before you cut it off, understand the lesson that parachute is giving you. You understand? But so the question is, what is that parachute doing, and how would your life be once you cut it? You dig? Can you land soft after you cut it off? Or if you're running, and you cut it off, are you going to go faster? Are you going to get to your destination better and more securely? You see, because sometimes we cut off things prematurely just because it don't feel good. But the thing is, you may not have learned the lesson while it wasn't feeling good. You did not realize, check it out, you didn't realize that they were there to help cultivate a better version of you.
I mean, I think the lesson is going to be learned one way or another. So if you cut it off prematurely,
Now, see, now that's the deal. That's what I think. I would like to think that personally, but we have individuals that mature and some that get older. You understand?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. As fools, you see. So there's a lot of things that they walk around snipping and cutting people off. But did you even learn from that last parachute? Did you even learn? See, because what happens is you keep cutting the same cords, but you don't understand what they were attached to help you become better. Oh, Lordy. See? So the thing is, we will hope that the individuals will learn the lesson.
No, I'm saying they're gonna learn a lesson in either way it goes. You're gonna learn today. You know what I mean? If you cut it off prematurely, there's always a consequence. There's a consequence, good or bad. And so you determine what that is for you. If you decide to stick with something or see it through, you also learn a lesson. There's a lot of growth that can happen, or whatever the case may be. Again, snippet, you might find some resistance, but it's your will and your determination to get up and say, yeah, I did that, and maybe learn from that and not do it the same way the next time. So, either way, there's a lesson to be learned if you want to, but that's why it's so important to reevaluate. You have to take those times and then say, okay, is this right for me? Is this person right for me? Is this situation right for me? Do I need to move locations? I'm talking physical homes or whatever. Do I need to clean out my closet? Do I need to let go of some things? Or are there some things that, really, they may be there. They might be taking up space to you, but they're very valuable. And do I hold on to those things? So, it's an individual reflection. It's an individual introspection. And no matter what you say, you have to be prepared for the consequence of your action. And regardless of what other people say, sometimes, I've done stuff too that people told me I was crazy. It ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna be this and this and that. Well, baby, where you at? You calling me, asking me for my advice about the very thing that you said that I couldn't do. But I did it. I figured it out because I'm a smart person. I'm resourceful. I believe in God and I believe in myself. And that's what it took for me to get where I needed to be. So, sometimes it may not look good for other people and they may not understand it. But if it's something, again, and that's your own personal reflection. But again, as I say, and I tell my kids, everything that you do has a consequence. You have to be prepared for both sides.
You're absolutely right. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you're just tuning in to the Sanity Check, is this making sense? Tell us what you think. Can you dig this? You understand? Because ultimately, you have to be accountable for your actions. If you are constantly talking about what you cannot do because of someone else, you're missing the point. You understand? You have to get out of your own way. You got to go your own way. You understand? And so what Corey says is you must soul search and pray to find out which. You're absolutely right. So check it out, y'all. We getting ready to switch gears a tad bit. It sounds simple, sounds easy, and it sounds like, oh, well, you already know this, but it's a reason why we're putting it here. Check it out. You have to follow your intuition. And what does that mean, y'all? So when you're following your intuition, so when you get an intuitive hit to, to go to the beach or to call a friend or to go to an event, right? Trust in that feeling, trust in that, right? And take action. Look, those things does not come to you for no reason. Now, I'm not necessarily not talking about dreams, right? I'm just talking about, I got a feeling that I should do this. How many times have you had that feeling, you didn't act on it, 5 to 10 minutes later, something happened, and then you say, you know what, something told me I should have did that. You told you that you should have did that. So why didn't you trust you to do that, right? So what I'm saying is, when it comes to manifesting your dreams and the things that you want to happen, you need to meet the universe. You need to meet you need to meet God halfway, if that makes sense, by moving that, by taking that first step. Because things, and this is just me personally, I do not believe in consequences. You know, people will say, hey, this happened, isn't this weird? To me, no, it ain't. Now what you gonna do about it? You see, what are you going to do with that feeling that you have? Well, I don't know. Sometimes there's individuals, and I used to be one, and sometimes I am in different situations. I need 11 confirmations. I need 11 confirmations. I need Camille to say it. I need my little dog on the side to say it. You know, I need to shoot dice and make it, you know what I'm saying? I need to see it on the billboard, and then it click. Oh, you see? So
don't be like the man who drowned. He said, you know, God sent me some help, and then you throw you all this stuff, the boat.
Right, exactly. Right. So, but the deal is, ladies and gentlemen, trust your intuition. You have that for a reason, but you have to make that step. What do you think, Camille, about that?
Intuition is that thing that requires no conscious reasoning. It's that gut feeling that you know, and you know often exactly what to do. You know often exactly what to say. You know, when you encounter a person who's going through, and you be like, man, I don't even know where that came from. You know, your intuition just told you to say these words, and you followed that. God's response to whatever it is that's needed at that time. You know, but again, you have to, like Corey says, soul search and make sure that you know, it's a higher power or something else, and it's not just you, because sometimes you can do more damage than good when you get in the way. Yes, those spidey senses, that's what it is. And again, you know, some people may not be ready to receive what you say in that moment, but that's the whole you know, planting seeds. That's that whole thing about, okay, I don't know why I'm here to tell you this, but exactly, but I felt this in my spirit to say to you. Take it how you want to, you know, but I know that it was for you, acting on that in that moment. And again, you know, those people that want to wait and I got to have all this confirmation, you're going to be dead before you do anything. You know what I mean? At what point do you trust yourself, and do you trust that intuition? You've been praying about things, and then all these things come your way, and you're like, oh, but I need a confirmation for that. Oh, but I need a confirmation for that. You know what? I'm going to stop wasting my energy and my time on you, and I'm going to give it to somebody who's going to be a good steward of what I've given them. So you know what? Let that dream die, because obviously you're not going to act on it. Let me go over here and plan it with Skip Shuttlesworth over here.
Don't feed him. Don't feed him.
I'm sorry, I couldn't even say it. But anyway,
stop it. That's a distraction.
That was your sign right there. Okay?
That's a distraction. Okay.
But anyway, I'm sorry, Seth. I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm gonna give it to him. And I'm gonna let him act on it, because I know he's ready. He's hungry for that thing that he's been asking for, which is the same that you've been asking for. But I'm not gonna waste my gift on you, because you're not gonna do nothing with it.
Exactly. and you know what? Honestly, check this out, y'all. I'm gonna take y'all somewhere. Well, I'm going to invite you to take this role. I need you all to understand when it's a message for you. You understand? When it's a message for you. God, the universe, the calling, whatever it is, that is a message. You have to understand what it sounds like for you. If you are searching and waiting for a divine voice to say, blah, 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 you know, whatever the case is, if that's what you need, then go on with your game. You understand? But that may be what someone else needs. But you have to know what you need and what it sounds like, that it actually resonates with your soul. You understand? With your soul. That is something that is going to happen, but you have to be able to be open to hear it. Yes. Sometimes you may get that word from God from someone that looks out of line. And listen, they might not even be physically doing what you think that they should be doing to have that authority to say anything to you, but you can block what they're telling you because you're using these. Hey, you're using these like, look at them, they broken it. You're missing it. You're missing it. You see, that might just have been the word that you needed, but because this person is telling you this and they missing the I, right? And look, would you be able to listen to an individual to tell you something about your life that's missing an I versus someone else that is trying to tell you different things about your life or things to prepare for, but this person that's missing the I have proof. Hey, I lost my eye because of A, B, C, and D. This is what I encourage you to do. What? So you see what I'm saying? So it's weird. What you think, Camille?
I mean, it's true. I say all the time, people are like, oh, they can't tell me nothing. Why?
See?
Why? I take what people say. I determine whether it suits me or not. You know what I mean? I don't get like offended when people say, well, you need to do this. And I remember somebody was like, well, if I was you, I would do this, but you're not doing it. But I hear what you're saying because you're also on the outside looking in. And this is a reflection of a portion of my audience. So is what you're saying valid? Yes. So let me take a little bit and tweak it, you know what I mean? And do what I do and make it work for me and hopefully for the people that I'm reaching out to, and then keep going, in that direction. It may not be all of it. And my experience is not your experience. However, there are always lessons learned that people can give you, or even when they haven't done it themselves, sometimes they've experienced people who have. And they saw the result of it, and they're just trying to give you a word of warning or a word of caution or something to think about, whether you take it or not, whether to think about to keep you from, I guess, experiencing harm. Sometimes people try to keep you from harm and do more harm, but that's for you to evaluate how to apply it in your life. And to Corus's point, I've been turning down jobs left and right because I know what God told me. So I totally... And people might think I'm crazy, but I totally understand where you're coming from. But I just know that there's greater coming. So
and yes, there's always greater coming. And you know what? I'll tell you this too. There's times when what you are doing is not anybody's really business. You dig? So, we move in different wavelengths, right? And there's sometimes our wavelengths intersect someone else's, and they may not understand it, and they will voice what they don't understand. Okay, cool. I really didn't talk to you or bring this to you for you to dig it. I'm just talking to you because I, appreciate you. I love you, or I just want to share this with you. So it's okay. But look, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to transition to another piece of this, right?
Yes.
How about this? Feel good today.
Yes.
Feel good today. So what we're talking about, y'all, if y'all just tuning in, and your thoughts create things. So what that means is, instead of putting your happiness on hold until you create the life you want. Let me say this again for those that's just tuning in. Hey, watch it. Instead of you putting your happiness on hold until you create the life that you want, learn to feel good and appreciate the life you have right now.
Yes.
You understand? So make a list, take some time, y'all. That's what we here on Sanity Check. We're just not here spitting, spitting bars. You understand? This is like work. So make a list of things that bring you joy. Okay. Yes. Like dancing or yoga, time in nature, cooking, reading, DJing, podcasting, whatever the case it is. Make a schedule and put them in your week. And so that happiness is a way of living and thinking, not a destination. Y'all, listen, I don't know if you are digging what I'm trying to say, but you have to be able to enjoy. You have to be able to enjoy this instead of saying, you know what, if I just had $11,000, I'll be good. Yeah. Why are you not good now? You see, look around. Is there anything else that you can say that you know good about? You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, yes. And good morning. Hey, y'all, what's going on? So, so that's what I want y'all to think about. Being happy on today. You see what I'm saying? Instead of wait, look, all I got to do is get this new car. What? So that thing there, that thing, whatever it is that you have to get is going to make you happy. You know what the problem is? Once you get it,
pushes the line back
and it's gone. But what happens is internally, you're still going to be searching for that next thing until you truly realize the things that make you happy is nothing that you can necessarily buy. You understand? It's experiences. But what do you think, Camille, about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's said it before that the happiness line keeps pushing it back. Every time you get there, you know, you'd be like, oh, if I only had this will make me happy until you get it. Then you see somebody else with something else and you'd be like, oh man, if I only had that, then this would make me happy. How about being happy? Yeah. Let me clarify. Be happy in the moment where you are at. I never say just be comfortable being there. I had to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And then also, you know, happiness is a choice. It really is a choice. Even though in the midst of tragedy, you know, people are like, you don't understand. Yes, I do. Trust me, I do. And we deal with it differently. But what I'm saying is you have a choice. You have a choice to wallow in it forever or, you know, every day, all day. And I've said it before, it doesn't have to be happy, but you can find happiness in every day. Take the moment right now to enjoy where you are in life or the fact that you have life or you have family or you have friends or you have a dog or you have a job or a car that will get you from point A to point B because, you know, I have one car. And when that flat tire hit the day before I ran over a nail, my brand new tires, and I couldn't get to my destination. And then I'm trying to rent a car and then the car, everything was sold out everywhere, you know, couldn't fly, wasn't cleared to do that. And I figured that, you know, maybe this is a sign that I'm not supposed to be here, you know, or not to go. But then I was like, no, I think this is a test of my will and determination. And then lo and behold, the morning after I was supposed to be there, you know, somebody found a rental car and we were able to go and get in that car and drive 7 hours to where I was supposed to be. And I knew when I got there that I was in the place that I was supposed to be. And it really was a determination, you know, and you take for granted the fact that you have a nice car that has good tires and you can get in it anytime you want to, not realizing that, you know, you really, I don't know, you appreciate, I'll say that you appreciate what you have and the fact that I was able to even get a rental car, you know, and then to be able to afford that, to be able to do what I did that weekend. And so I said all that to say you can find happiness in every situation. And sometimes it's not just for you to give up, but to see how far you're willing to go to get what you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And with that being said, it ties into gratitude. You understand? And how do you practice gratitude? So in order for you to create the things that you want, you in a way have to take care of the things. Did I hit it? Hey, check us out. You have to take care of the things you have and appreciate it. Like, you know what? I got a bucket. Okay, I got a bucket, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna ride that bucket to all the
wheels fall off, baby.
Because that bucket, regardless of how it looks, regardless of how it puts, you get what I'm saying? Yes. It's getting me to my destination. Yes. You understand? So utilize that raggedy jalopy. You got that hoopy over there, and be glad that you got one. Hey, watch this. You forget the fact that you can put gas in that jalopy. You dig? Hey,
hello.
Small wins. You forget the fact that even though it's jacked up, it's ugly, or you dig what I'm saying? It's still getting you to where you want to go and where you see yourself getting. You know what I'm saying? Or being. So you have to be able to practice gratitude throughout the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be able to do that. And if you don't, then when you finally arrive, if that makes sense, you won't know how to appreciate that.
Yeah. Like, appreciate the fact that you ain't got to put no premium gas when these gas prices go up, you know?
You understand? You're right. So think about that. See, so hey, be glad that your car can run off of unleaded 87. You dig? So and until you are in a position to have to put 93 up in there, utilize what you have and say, you know what, y'all, I appreciate the fact that 50, well, I guess 35 hot dollars. Now I remember, you know what? Let me just show my age for a second. I remember $5
Fill up your tank.
listen, will get you where you need to go for a week. All right.
Real talk, $7 in Louisiana. If I had a 7-gallon tank, little Nissan Sentra,
Yeah.
it was 99 cents a gallon for gas.
Yes. See?
$7
See?
to give me a full tank of gas.
Hey, and do you right. So
Look.
be glad, y'all. Listen, be glad that you don't have a vehicle that I had. Listen, 80. All right. Anyway, just be happy. Listen, let me let you be happy. Be happy you don't have to deal with these problems because listen, there's the flip side. You might think this is what you want.
Yeah.
Hey, you might think this is what you want, but the more things that you get, well, that you see people with, and then you want those things, you will realize that you're not mentally or spiritually ready for it. Yo, you dig what I'm saying? So how about you be glad in it? You know, because listen, just because you want something like, you know, like a bigger house or whatever the case it is, that may not be able to fit in the line of your manifestation right now in your journey to get to where you want to be. You have to be cognizant of that. What you think about that?
I mean, that's true. You know, we want big dreams, but we see what it's like when people start, you know, trying to live like the Joneses. You know, you have to look at your reality right now. Can I afford that? And then sometimes it's not what they call people house poor. You didn't spend all this money, you know, getting this house and everying, but you ain't got no furniture in it.
You go up in
you
there.
Can't go nowhere.
Hey, you go up in there. Look, your thought that echoes. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't even, well, I'm in this big old 8-room house, right?
Yeah. People don't understand property taxes. They don't understand that you got HOA fees. They don't understand that you got to keep your yard, you know, landscaped and things like that. You know, it's great to have that, but sometimes, you know, you have to look at, we have big dreams, but it's not for you to also have at that moment. It's to work towards to where your bank account matches your dream, dream, and then you can purchase that house, you know, with cash, or you can afford to have all of those other things. And when a pipe breaks, you can afford to get that fixed, and you're not in your house, you know, with no air conditioner because you can't afford to fix the air conditioner unit, which, you know, starts on the low end, because I've had to do this, you know, about $7,000 for a new unit, and that's at the bottom level.
See.
So, you know, you have to make sure that your foundation is solid enough to carry the load of that dream that you have. So, you know, you don't want no cracks in your walls and things like that, even though that's inevitable as things settle. And then you realize sometimes that maybe I need to move on or move differently, or I need to upgrade, or I need to, sometimes even when your family goes away, maybe you need to downgrade a little bit. You know, why am I holding on to this big old house when it's just me in here? You know, I could do something better with my money instead of paying a house note or a mortgage or whatever the case may be. Maybe I could use that money differently and more in a better way, you know, to help more things along. So I agree with you, Seth. I agree with you, you know.
And you know, but ladies and gentlemen, before we even get to the realm of the gratitude piece, it starts with the attitude. You understand? And I mean, even when it comes down to, you know, things that you want, or take that back, not necessarily things that you want, things that you feel that you deserve. What we could do is we could, just based off of how we communicate with each other or how we communicate with ourselves, well, we will start to display a twisted attitude about the current situation that will stagnate us, right, from moving forward. So you can have this beautiful picnic in your mind, but because of how you feel in your current situation, not as though it is a stepping stone or this is a means to an end, you are so negative in where you are now, you're preventing yourself from even moving forward because you can't even realize, okay, bet I have done this. This is cool. It might not be great to other folks, but it's great for me. Hey, my mama like it. Yes, that makes sense. Right?
Yes.
So, but now I'm glad of, and I'm proud of what I have accomplished. It's not saying, well, I'm too old. I can't do this. If you keep talking about everything that you don't have to get, that's preventing you from getting to the next level, what do you think is going to continue to happen? More things that is going to start to manifest in your way to prevent you from getting there because you're talking about it.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, that's what we're talking about here. The true thoughts creating things. You can create the things that you don't want just based off of your attitude about the things you even have now. So what makes you think you're creating an environment for the things that you want in the future?
Yep. And don't let other people's assumptions about, what you're doing, really kind of change your real motive, because sometimes we'll get derailed with that. Sometimes people assume something that isn't true. So we have to make sure that we understand where we're going and we don't let those things derail us as well. So, it's two sides. This is this thinking thing and creating life. It comes with both sides of the coin, the good, the bad, how we separate, how we reflect, how we interpret things, whether we're taking our time, taking too much time. It's a complicated thing called life, I tell you. Creating the life that you want to live that's different than the life that you've been living is also very challenging. It's very, very challenging because you have to put away that old man and say, no, this is the new man. And no matter what comes up against it or wants to remind me about who I was or wants to remind me about what I didn't do correctly, I don't care anymore. This is where I'm headed. This is what I'm doing now. Jump on the train or leave me alone, baby. But I'm going, and it's not just about battling other people. It's about battling your own self-image, about what you deserve and what you are capable of. And despite all of those voices and those things that happen in your subconscious that your subconscious is holding on to, just waiting for you to assign meaning to, we have to battle that. Am I what that person says I am? Was that really my intention? Or did I just want to do this? That person that says I was stupid, is that a fact? Or was it just something that they were saying was mean? No, I've been able to get through high school, through college, through a career and everything. And I'm still holding on to this little voice that said that I was stupid. Why? Let me go back and reevaluate my relationship with the old me and tell my old me who's in charge now. Who's the boss now? I'm gonna put you in your place. So we have to. It's a constant challenge. The battle of the mind, and it doesn't start in your heart first. Your mind. That's where it resonates from your subconscious mind, your conscious mind. And then once you say, okay, I could do this, it gets into your heart and your spirit, your brain, the organ that expresses your mind. That's just the organ through which it is. It doesn't actually think or anything like that. They're separate things. But that's what tells your body what to do. It is a response. Your body, your heartbeat, your everything, what you're feeling is a response to the thoughts that you think in your mind. So all of those dreams, all of those, the foundation is right here.
And so that's the deal. You're absolutely right. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to understand the difference between your brain and your mind.
Yes.
Some people feel as though it's the same thing. It is not. You understand? No. It is not.
Brain cannot contain your mind.
Right. And the thing is your brain cannot. It's two separate things. Okay. And you know what, y'all? We getting tight. And I knew it. It was something else I wanted to go into. And if I hit it, we're gonna bust time. But if y'all can dig this, please let us know y'all can dig this. And as a matter of fact, if we need to continue this next week, let us know, right? Put in hashtag part 2. All right. That's the only way we're going to do it. If not, we just going to cut it off. You dig? We ain't going to talk about it no more, right? And next week, we're going to talk about coffee, right? We're talking about something else. But if this is what you want, if y'all want to continue this conversation next week and to dive a little bit deeper, please let us know. We ain't going to push you, but we also want your feedback. We want your feedback to know that this is resonating with you and want to know, there it is. That's one. Bing, bing. Okay. All right. We got one, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, hey, let's get one more. Hey, we got somebody else. We got something else. Hashtag part 2. Part 2, if you can dig it, put in part 2. We just need to know that this is making sense. Yes. We need to know that this is making sense for you and that you are not afraid to walk into your greater version, the best version of you. You understand? And again, this is not us talking to you. This is us talking with each other. You understand? Because it's a lot of things that I'm holding on to, or I'm feeling, I'm nervous. I'm like, I don't know. Am I ready to do this? Because we don't know the future. You understand? But we have to remember that we are built. Yes. We are stronger than what we see. So you have to make sure you realize what you already been through. There it is. All right. Appreciate it. You understand? So, but you have to realize that you have to. It is.
Let's get it.
Get it. And it's a done deal. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to realize that the things that you've already been through has proven that you can continue to go through. Oh, did you feel it, Camille?
That's evidence right there.
Did it hit you? Hey, you already been through it. Listen, y'all, hopefully, look, if you're watching this right now, you should know. Thank you out there, of course, and shout out to you over there in Germany and the family. Listen, if you're watching this right now, this is proof that you'd have been through some mess already. Hey, look, you'd have been through the Rona. You understand? Yes. You'd have been through the Rona.
You have gotten through 100% of your bad days
already. 100%.
Yep. Today will be no different.
Hey, right on. But with that, continue to speak life into not you here, the future you. That's the difference. You understand? Because you have to give yourself permission. Say, you know what? Hey, Scoop, I know that you're going through this, but this ain't it. You got to know that. You got to believe it. You can't just talk that talk. When you go get on up and say, you right. You get what I'm saying? Like, right on. This ain't what I want. You see what I'm saying? What you think about that, Camille?
Absolutely. You got to walk out that thing that you're talking about. People don't like a whole bunch of talk. They like action, including yourself. Mm-hmm. Let me show myself what I'm really capable of. And that's kind of I had this lid on myself, that I was scared to branch out, and I was scared to challenge myself to go past the failure point, the potential failure point that I had in my mind. But baby, when I said, you know what's the worst I could do? Fail? I've been doing that all my life.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
You failed, but you still prevailed.
I still prevailed, and I learned a lot in the process. So once I got over that hump, boom.
Yo, listen, when you continue to put a lid on you know what? I'm about to hit it. I felt it. Look, when you continue, listen, look, I know y'all, when you continue to put the lid on your own dreams, what? When you continue to put the lids on your own potential, what? But you still in that joint talking about what you want. Look, wait, hold on.
You're like, what's that garbage can? The Sesame Street.
The
garbage.
The Grouch. Right, yeah. So listen, y'all. How are you? And this is me talking to you and talking to me, right? So we talking. How are you putting a lid on your potential, but you talking about a potential above that? How you gonna say pull the top off that joint? How you talking about? How are you talking about what you want outside of the lid, but you ain't open up the lid?
You can't even see for the lid.
You ain't even. You like this? Look, y'all. What I'm gonna do? Look, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do after this. Look, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be the best thing smoking. You ain't even opened up the You ain't popped the top yet. You did what I said. Pop the top.
And ain't no growth in your comfort zone.
Come here. Hey, look, hey, watch this. Ain't no future.
And your fronting.
Hey, would you stop fronting with your damn self? Because listen, you can tell me anything. You can tell Scooby anything. And guess what? I might give you a right on and a high five out the door. But if you fool, if you still under that lid telling me
talking about what you gonna do and what you think is on the other side.
Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, we went there for a minute, but it grinds your gears because these are the conversations that you're having with yourself. Listen to what you're saying to yourself, and then look at your environment. You talking all this cash money. Hey, look here. You talking all of this about, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm about. If you don't about to shut up, you dig? Because you ain't going nowhere. You feel me? You're still there. Yeah. Emotionally, you're still there mentally, and you're still there spiritually. Yes. Because you have everything in you to be who you need to be. Everything is already showing you that where you are right now is not. Look, the whole world is turning. You are actually getting older. Your body is naturally doing that. So how are you? Everything else is still staying the same. But you know that you want more, but you ain't willing to, you know what, let me just go on and get up out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all. All right, y'all, look here. We already passed time. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Camille, I'm sorry. Couldn't you dig it? Hey, we listen, y'all. This is going to be a continuation. Okay, we're going to continuate this. Not even a word. We're going to continue next week, right home, and give us your feedback. How y'all want us to formulate this, and how we can include you in the conversation. Please make sure you share this, y'all. Go to Roku, go to Amazon Fire, and download Lions Pride Network to check this on out, and the Lioness Lair, the Lion's Den, and the rest of the family, y'all. This is the stuff that we do. Camille, what you got?
I just want to say I'll see y'all next week. I won't belabor the time, but thank you for showing up. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your comments. We love you.
Yes, y'all. Hey, y'all be easy.